This is tonight's audience. They don't know it yet, but we have surprises in store for Jean Downey when she finds her elephants are not forgotten, Margaret Gittens when she goes up for the cup, and Keith Crossland Page when he's reunited with the family he's been searching for all his life. For these people and more, it's Surprise, Surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Cilla Black.
Surprise, the show on which surprising things happen to surprising people. Now, I got a surprise the other day. Can you believe that? Yes. I did. Some woman knocked on my front door. She said, "Excuse me, do you believe in free speech?" I said, "Indeed I do." She said, "Good. Can I use your phone?" Now, mind you, I did feel sorry for her. She said she wants to ring her dad. I said, "Where does your dad live, love?" She said, "Hong Kong." Now, it's usually at this point, ladies and gentlemen, that my big mate Biggins comes bouncing on, thinly disguised as somebody or other. Now, I'm just wondering whose anniversary is he celebrating this week? Where are you, Biggins? Come on, Biggins! Here he is.
Good day, me old cobblers. It's a real beaut day today, Cilla.
Don't tell me. I know you are. You're Metal Nicky.
No!
Rolf Harris?
No, I'm Ned Kelly. Oh, I'm going to take this off. Oh. Well, I'm all steamed up. Yes, Ned Kelly. Do you know, it's exactly 104 years ago to this very day that Ned Kelly went down under for the last time.
I don't believe it. I do not believe. Now that you're dressed like this, what are you going to do?
Well, I thought I might play with my didgeridoos. No answer to that.
You're not going to play with your didgeridoo. Because surprise, surprise, Biggins.
Yes?
You have been doing it to me for weeks. He has. He has. Oh, yes, he has. I'll tell you what he's been doing. You have been surprising me.
Yes.
And now I've got a surprise for you.
Yes.
Yes, I have, because you see, you love dressing up.
Yes.
In fact, you've been doing it since you were 14.
I beg your pardon?
Yes.
You promised you wouldn't tell.
And you've got a good chum mate. Well, he used to be your good schoolmate. He sent in a special video of you.
Oh, no.
When you were at school. You can have a look at this. Have a look at this. Oh.
I don't believe... Look at the wing! Peter Brown and John Brown.
Are they brothers then?
Yes. That's John. He's a school teacher. Isn't that funny? And Peter's a... Oh. I've not got any better, have I? Look. Oh, I don't believe it.
That's lovely, though.
What am I doing now?
Yes, what are you doing? It's digging somebody's grave, I think.
Look at those tracks. You see, I haven't lost much weight, have I?
Yes, you have. You just...
Look at that... Oh, hello. This is acting now.
Have you got your brother's knickers on?
I don't know. My brother's knickers. She'll be thrilled. it?
You've come out in a cold
In a
sweat.
cold sweat, exactly.
I'll give you the time to get over it, Chuck, because now we had a letter from Mrs. Jean Downey, who told us back in 1949 she joined Bertram Mills Circus as a ballet dancer. Yes.
Really?
Yes, and I suppose you're wondering, everybody out there, what is a ballet dancer doing in a circus? Well, surprise, surprise, they were doing a ballet with elephants. Yeah, it's absolutely true. Anyway, Jean's grandchildren don't believe that their grandmum has been anywhere near an elephant. So we've arranged a little surprise for them. At this very moment, at Robert's Brothers Circus in St. Albans, is a very special ringmaster. It's Ray Allen, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very, very special surprise for somebody who is sitting in our audience this evening. Now, Mrs. Jean Downey, where are you? Would you put your hand up? Where are you sitting? Over there. Now, of course, this is a surprise. Not so much for you, but it's a surprise for your grandchildren. And I have to explain. 35 years ago, Jean was part of a troupe of girls who did a ballet routine on circus elephants. Now, of course, the grandchildren have never seen it, but they're going to tonight. Oh, yes. Now then, Jean, we're going to turn the clock back, and we're going to get you back on an elephant. Now then, you've been rehearsing, haven't you?
Well, 10 minutes.
You had 10 minutes? Oh, that should be enough. And how do you feel?
It isn't like riding a bicycle.
Oh, now, come along. Don't worry about it. Well, we're really going to look forward to it. Now, obviously, you can't wear what you're wearing now. So we're going to let you go off in a moment so that you can get into a costume, which is already back there. And we will then find out, is it true that riding an elephant is something you never forget? We'll know when Jean returns later on for the big top performance.
Surprise.
She is. Has Jean got a surprise for her grandchildren? But what Jean doesn't know, Biggins, that we've got one or two surprises stuck up our sleeve. More for Jean, but more about that later on, because now it's time to play our phone numbers game.
Yes, the only game on television where you, the viewers, can play and win prizes.
Well, first of all, Biggins, we need a cue puller.
We certainly do.
And who's going to be our cue puller this week?
Anyone up there? Oh, look.
They haven't budged.
Well, they've gone very quiet.
Can you give us all a wave like that? Please wave your hands. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's a lovely woman up there.
What?
With that tea cosy on her head. Stand up, love. Let's have a look at you.
Oh, very nice.
You'll do for us, love. Would you like to come and join us in the phone numbers game, please? Give her a little bit of encouragement. And while that lovely lady in the app is coming to join us, let's show you the rules of the game.
Now, first, make up your card. Start with a big square like this. Divide it into 25 smaller squares like this. Now put P-H-O-N-E across the top. And now add the last 5 digits of your phone number, including the dialing code down the left-hand side. The winner will be the first person to ring out with a straight line of 5 squares across, down, or diagonally containing the correct answers to the questions for those squares. We'll give you the questions and the number to call later in the show. Now, to give you a start, you can have some free squares that count towards a winning line without you having to write answers in them. As always, the middle square is free, then just for this week, the second under P, the fifth under N, and the fourth under E. And make a careful note of those free squares.
And here is our lovely cue puller sitting right next to me. Tell everybody at home what your name is, love.
Mrs. Jean Smith.
Mrs. Jean Smith. We all love your act. Don't we love her act? Yes. Do you know, it looks like... Is it real fur?
Oh, no. Cotton and acrylic. I'd rather have the animal than a real fur.
Cotton and acrylic. But it does the job. Oh, it does, Jean. And What?
Give a nice warm cup of tea, wouldn't it?
Yes, yes. You're not cold in here, though, tonight, are you? No,
No,
but it
I'm
suits you. You look lovely. Are you ready to pull our first cue?
I'm ready.
Well,
I never
shake
thought
that.
I was going to be a puller-outerer.
Will you make a lovely puller out of it? Pull that first lucky cue. Yes, she's digging deep, and there it
Do I
is.
show it?
Yes, yes.
E-
Oh,
Do I say it?
if you want to, love.
E8.
So if you've got E8, what football team is associated with this man? More cubes, Cilla.
More cubes, Jean. Now, remember, everybody's sitting at home. You must keep your ears and your eyes open because we cannot repeat any of these questions, can we, Jean? No.
Is that one, no?
Oh, no, you got to hold it with the white line at the bottom. That's 01.
What musical instrument can be upright or grand? More cubes.
More cubes, Jean. We could have put them in your hat, couldn't we? H7.
So if you've got H7, what part of the body is this song about? We'll have some more cubes for you later on, and as soon as you get a complete line of 5 squares in any direction, give us a tinkle on tonight's number, 01936 9306. The line will be open until 9 o'clock tonight, but please only phone us when you have a winning line.
Oh, Biggins, before we go any further, you've got a lovely letter from a Barbara Hyde, haven't you? And read that one out
I
for us.
certainly have. It's very funny. Now, it's from Barbara Hyde, as Cilla said, of Workington from Cumbria, and who was playing last week's phone game. Now, she writes, I was really excited when I got a full lineup, and I hit the telephone really fast. But disappointment was to follow, because my rabbit, Sopwith, who had been in the living room all night, had chewed through the telephone wire. So I just sat down and cried. It's the second time the rabbit has done it. Yours in tears, Barbara.
Naughty, naughty, Salford. Anyway, our next surprise was for Margaret Gittens. Where are you, Margaret? There she is up there. We gave Margaret a super surprise, thanks to her friend, Linda Goodhead. Now, Linda is sitting next to her. Isn't that right, Linda? Yeah. Hello, Linda. Hello. Lovely. Now, Linda told us that she and Margaret took a party of 50 boys from their local junior football club on a guided tour of Wembley Stadium, and that Margaret remarked that she would dearly love to do a lap of honour around Wembley with the FA Cup. So Biggins went along to Maryland School in Basildon, where Margaret, you are a dinner lady, is that right?
That's correct.
Yes. Have a look at this.
Margaret Gittens?
Okay.
Surprise, surprise. Your friend Linda wrote to us and said you had a desire for something really exciting.
I don't believe this is happening.
You don't believe it? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
She said you wanted to go around Wembley with the cup.
that's right.
Yes,
yeah.
well, it's today. Come on, you're coming with me now, Margaret. You look stunning. Terrific. The West Ham strip, Margaret's favourite team. What an atmosphere. You feel over the moon or as sick as a parrot?
Both really.
All we need now is the cup. And look, there it is. Come on. Do you think you'll be able to manage those steps?
Oh, yeah, surely, I will.
You will. You know how to handle the cup? Which way to hold it?
I shall give a good try.
What? Surprise, surprise. We've got your favourite player to help you, yes? He's now retired, but former West Ham and England player Trevor Brooking.
No.
Here he is. Welcome, Trevor.
How are you?
Trevor, this is Margaret.
How are you
How are
signing?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, Chris.
We felt that you should have someone really special to present the cup to you. So, look up there, Margaret. Everything seems to be ready, so I'm going to get myself a very good seat. I've got my scarf, got my hat, I've got my record. Hey! Well done, Margaret! Well done.
Well, I'll take the ball now, Margaret, because you need your hands clear. Time to go up. Don't worry if they all ruffle your hair as you go up and you're a mess, but enjoy it. You'll get plenty of back slaps. Off you go and I'll meet you the other side. OK.
Very nice to see you today. And here you are.
Thank you. It's lovely.
Well, we'll take that off. Now, we're going to do our lap of honour. You've got a firm grip on it. Give a nice wave to the crowd. Well done, Margaret. What does it feel like?
Oh, absolutely marvellous. I couldn't... Well, there's no words to describe it.
Oh, good.
It's marvellous.
Well, listen, I've got one more surprise for you, Margaret. Yes. Come this way. Come on. Now, when you won the FA Cup, there's only one way to travel back to Basildon. Off you go, Margaret. Good luck.
What a great sport, Biggins.
Terrific, girl.
I mean, you've got super legs, Margaret. Margaret, ace that girl. They are. I think it's time to take a break now.
Well, I think I'll have a slice of lemon and a rub down then, Cilla.
With an oily rag?
With an oily rag?
Don't go away. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
And there are more surprises to come for Mike Carter and Nikki Whitehouse when a chorus line rolls in. And Keith Crossland Page when he meets the parents he hasn't seen since he was born.
Hello and welcome back to part 2. Oh, wait. Oh, who's that up there? What's going on up there? Who's that up there, Biggins?
Oh, I don't know.
Just a minute, Cilla.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Duncan Orville.
Hiya, Cilla. I'm your new security guard, Cilla. I bet you feel safe already. Hang on. Oh, God, boy. I'm just checking for guns. Oh, you're safe. Don't look so worried. Actually, I've just been looking on the monitors, and there's too many fellas that are hiding. He's looking at me up there, and I'm looking at him here. And I'm just going to have a look down here and see what's going on. Gosh. Oh, you're sweating. What's your name? What's your name?
Chris.
Chris. Hang on. Got your flower. Just chase me, see if you can catch me. Oh, I didn't see you. What's your name?
Brian.
Brian. Chris, do you know that flower? Actually, I'm just saying, you haven't got a very good view, Brian. Could you, do you want to... Actually, come with me, come with me. Come on, you're out there. Come on. Just... I bet you're glad I come, ain't you? I bet they're glad they sat over that side. Would you like to go and meet Cilla, right? Have you ever met her before? Because I can arrange it, because I was security. Come with me. I used to be the security at Butlins. I was camp security.
Hello, nice to see you. Please.
Have a seat. It's the biggest surprise you'll get, isn't it? Actually, I think he would like to kiss you, Cilla, because he kept looking at you, and he's looking at me now. Would you just like to give
What's
Cilla a little
his name?
kiss? Brian.
Brian?
Give him a little kiss.
Oh, yes, come on, Brian.
That's lovely. Hold it. Come in. We've got it. What's that?
What about you? Can I have a little kiss from you?
Well, that felt strange. Come on, let's go. Go on, chase him. Right there.
I think you've lost him forever, look, yeah?
Oh,
Duncan is lovely.
wonderful, wonderful. Listen, have you ever been chased?
Have I ever been chased?
Yes.
Well, it depends on how you spell it. Now, I remember when I was at school a long time ago. I was very much in love with a boy at our school, Ronnie Clarkson. He used to chase me around the playground.
Did he catch you?
Every time. But enough of my torrid past. Let's go back to the big top and see how they're all getting on over there.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for a very special surprise performance for one night only, and after 35 years, will you welcome Jean Downey and the Elephant? What did you think of your grand then on that elephant?
I didn't even think she could stroke my dog.
Pardon?
I didn't think she could even stroke my dog.
You didn't think she could even stroke the dog? Wow. Stay on there. You look very good out there. You look as though you've been doing it for years.
Well, I always wanted to do it again, but I didn't think it would be quite as difficult as this.
Well, Jean, look, I must tell you, as you know, that was for the benefit mainly of your grandchildren, but we do have another surprise, and this time it's for you. Because in 1949, when Jean was touring, doing this sort of thing on elephants, she was with a lot of other girls, and they haven't met each other in all these years. Until now, because they are here tonight to join her. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome Margaret Thompson, Joan Black, Florence Hunter, and the Elephants. Yes, the ladies.
Hello, Jean.
Say hello.
Can you hear me, Jean?
Yeah, Yes, I can hear you.
Well, we all saw you on the elephants. We all thought you looked smashing.
Oh, super.
Introduce me. Which one's Florrie? I'd love to say hello to Florrie.
Oh, it's me.
Hi, Florrie.
Hello.
She lives quite near to me, apparently, and,
Yes, only just down the road.
yes, and we never met. You know, since
How
49.
long? Since 1949?
Yes.
You've got a big road, haven't you, Jean? You've never met? Don't you shop at the same supermarket?
No.
But I tell you, Jean, there's still one very important member of that troupe not with you tonight. In fact, she was a very dear friend of yours. You used to share digs with her, didn't you? And you haven't seen her for over 30 years. She now lives up in Reading.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
But she's not there tonight. She's come down especially to be with you. It's your good mate, Joan Cruz.
Yes.
Where are you,
Oh, that's so
Kisses and cuddles going on.
I've been asking where you were all the time.
She was under the elephant. Well, Ray, I'm sure they've got lots to talk about. We don't want to interfere with the fun at this end. Girls, you've done a marvellous job, especially you, Jean. And what a smashing ringmaster we have in Ray Allen. Thanks a lot, Ray. See you soon.
See you,
Good
Joe.
night, girls.
Thank you.
Now it's time for our phone numbers game. Don't forget, the first one to phone in with the correct line of squares will win a prize of their choice. And we have 2 more prizes for the runners-up. So, Cilla, more cubes.
More cubes, Jean.
I'm pulling CB.
I feel like one of those radios. E4.
So, for all of you with E4s, in what city would you travel by gondola? More cubes.
I dread this. More cubes, Jean.
I'm pulling it.
E8.
Who said, I came, I saw, I conquered? More cubes.
More cubes, Jean.
I'm pulling.
EO.
So if you've got an EO, who had a hit with this film theme song? Just to remind you, this is the telephone number to ring, 01936 9306.
And while we're on the subject of phone calls, we've got a surprise phone call to make.
Oh, good. Where is it this week?
Northern Ireland.
Oh,
Yes, and this time it's to Unice Baits. Because her husband Russell wrote to us saying that Unice would dearly love to do a sand dance. You know, like Wilson, Keffel and Betty.
yes.
The only thing is, Unice is not on the phone. But she's at her next-door neighbours, hopefully. So I'm going to ring her there now. Now, it's 10 digits this week.
Gets more and more.
It does.
you
Well,
think
it's
it's
Northern
good?
Ireland, you see. Here we go. Patiently waiting.
I wonder if she's there.
It's the Andrews family she's with.
She's walking the dog.
Hello?
Hello,
Hello, love. Can I speak to Unice Baits, please?
speaking.
Hello, Unice. Surprise, surprise. It's Cilla here.
I had an idea he was up to something.
Who were you talking about, Unice?
My husband,
You're Russell.
preferably former.
Preferably former. Ah, don't tell me you're going to divorce him over this, are you?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you the
It's
little...
down here saying it's all right, it's all right.
I'll tell you the little story, you see. Your lovely husband, Russell, wrote to us and said that you're absolutely desperate to do a sand dance with us on the telly. Is that right, Unice?
Yeah,
Tell me, where's your husband, Russell, tonight?
he's standing beside me.
And how did he get you into your neighbour's house? Because you're not on the phone, are you, love?
No, he told me that his sister was ringing from England,
Oh, I see.
and I said that he could go and answer it because it was his family.
And what are you going to do to your Russell now that I've invited you on the show?
He'll find out tonight when I get him back indoors.
Well, Unice, you can bring him along with you if you like. We all look forward to seeing you doing a sand dance next week on the show. All right, love?
All right.
Look forward. Get over the shock. See you next week. Ta-ra, then.
Bye.
Ta-ra, Unice. Well, I've just thought of something. If Unice is coming on to do a sand dance, like Wilson, Kettle and Betty, I mean, she needs 2 extra blokes, doesn't she?
You're absolutely right, and we have them, because tonight, sitting in our audience, there's George Jones and Brian Thompson. Now, where are you?
Oh, my God.
Their faces. Now, apparently their wives have just started dragging George and Brian along to ballroom dancing lessons. But the blokes say they'd rather do a sand dance. Foolish talk, lads, because we're going to call your bluff. You can partner Unice next week. How do you feel about that?
Oh, he's entertaining. What a sport. We look forward to that next week, lads. We certainly do. Now, for those of you who watched the show last week, you will know we surprised Mike Carter, who thought we were surprising his fiancée, Nikki Whitehouse. Now, just to refresh your memories, take a look at this. Well, Mike, you wrote to us that lovely letter saying that Nikki wants to tap dance on the show, and of course we've invited Nikki along to the studio. Right. And you being a fiancée, we thought we'd invite you as well, because little did you know this. Surprise, surprise. Nikki wrote to us months before you wrote to us and said that you would love to sing a song on the show.
You're joking.
Ladies and gentlemen, your big welcome, please, for Nikki Whitehouse and Mike Carter. And don't they look smart, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, of course. Don't they, Jean? Yes, especially you.
Thank you.
Now, you were in a murderous mood last week.
I still am.
And what about you, Nikki? How are you feeling tonight?
Fine.
No, well, we're all behind you. Have a super time. I shall be watching just over there.
Thank you.
See you in a moment. And the best of British. Off you go, then.
Come and meet those dancing feet. On the avenue I'm taking you to 42nd Street. Hear the beat of dancing feet. It's the song I love, the melody of 42nd Street. Little nifties from the 50s, innocent and sweet. Sexy ladies from the 80s who are indiscreet. They're side by side, they're glorified. Where the underworld can meet the elite, 42nd Street.
Surprise, surprise, it's the roly-poly.
Little Nickies from the 50s, innocent and sweet. Sexy ladies from the 80s who are indiscreet. They're side by side, they glorify. Where the underworld can be believed. Where the underworld can be believed. Naughty, 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 spotty, 42nd Street.
Naughty but nice. And weren't the girls your moms? Oh, no, thanks a lot. The girls were absolutely super.
Thank you. But we've got another one of our group.
And
here she is.
Absolutely. They're just like our pianos.
I didn't know you had a Queen Anne piano.
Then I'll never live this down. You look lovely besides, Mo. You do.
Yes.
Absolutely smashing. I wish I could shimmy like my sister Kate. What about you, Nikki and Mike?
I'm really tired.
You're really tired? Well, you're not too tired for a reprise. I'd like you all to do it one more time.
Here we
Hit
go.
it, Alan.
Side by side they glorify when the underworld can be believed. When the underworld can be believed. Naughty, 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 spotty, 42nd Street.
What can I say? See you in a couple of minutes. What can I say?
Now, here are the answers to last week's phone numbers game. And in a few minutes, Keith meets his mum and dad for the first time.
Hello and welcome back to the final part of our phone numbers game. And Jean, this is where we're going to have to say goodbye to you, love. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Oh, smashing.
Well, we all think you've been smashing, don't we, everyone? So for the last time, give that bag a good old shake and pull that final cue. Oh, it's a yellow one? Yes, I better do it. And it's 01.
So if you've got 01, what kind of race is the Tour de France? And now here's your bonus question. If you know the answer, you can put it into any square you want to complete a winning line. And here it is. What town is in the title of this song? And the phone number to ring is 01936 9306. And remember, the lines will be only open until 9 o'clock tonight. And now for last week's winners. The two runners-up were Mark Ford from Romford, Essex, and Mr. B.J. Dodge from Blackheath in London. And they each receive a portable television set.
Yes, and last week's lucky winner is Joan Barty from Derby. Where are you, Joan? Have you brought your Barty with you? What special surprise prize did you want?
A video recorder.
A video recorder. Well, you've got it. Congratulations.
But it's Cillagram time, and it's time to go out and about and discover who Cilla is going to surprise with this week's Cillagram.
Yes, and this week, Biggins, it's for Ruby Llewellyn Smith up there in Yorkshire. Now, her daughter Barbara told us that her mum Ruby retires this week on her 59th birthday. Ruby has worked for many years in a bakery, so my choice of song is very appropriate. And when we heard that Ruby had 9 daughters... 9 daughters, all the age from, 17 to 37, we decided to make it a family affair. This is where Ruby works, and she's been working here for the past 10 years. Now, at this very moment, she's at a reception to mark her retirement. And it's also her 59th birthday, so I'm going to burst in now and surprise her. Come along with me. Here we go. Here we go. Stand by. Hello? Ruby! Happy birthday, Ruby.
I can't believe it.
Have they sung happy birthday to you yet?
No.
Well, come on, girl. Let's all sing happy birthday. Here we go. After 3, 1, You're retiring as well, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes. Well, this is a special surprise
Yes.
just for you. So why don't you and me just go down the canteen, have a cup of tea and have a chat, all right? Because you're in for another surprise.
Oh, no.
Come on, girl, let's go.
I don't
See you
believe
later, girls. Here we are. Ruby, surprise, surprise.
Oh, my God! I don't believe this! I don't believe it! Oh, God!
Yes, she was just...
I don't believe it!
I must tell you, she was saying, my family will never believe this, you know. All your daughters, the 9 of them there, they all wrote to me. And they're all going to help me with a Cillagram. They're going to dance for you, Ruby. And they're not the only ones who got one more surprise. You thought your husband Fred was going for 4 bags of coal last night. He's here, look. He's here.
What's the matter?
What do you think of a dress like this, Ruby?
It is smashing. I don't believe this.
I feel like I'm made out of gingerbread. Crumb picking, lip licking gingerbread. I can't think about rainy weather now. I've finally got myself together now. Fresh out of the pan, sweet gingerbread man. Fresh out of the pan, sweet gingerbread man. I'm twirling a cane made of peppermint. Nice icky hand, sticky peppermint. Spun sugary cloud of floating. Sun spread my suit of sugar coconut. All tasty and tan, sweet gingerbread man. Fresh out of the pan, sweet gingerbread man. I got a feeling wouldn't trade for anything. For all the beans, for all the greens, for all the well. I feel like I'm made out of gingerbread. Crumb picking, lip licking gingerbread. I can't think about rainy weather now. I've finally got myself together now. I'm fresh out of the pan, sweet gingerbread man. All tasty and tan, sweet gingerbread man. I'm fresh out of the pan, sweet gingerbread man. All tasty and tan, sweet gingerbread. Well, now, we've got an absolutely smashing surprise for somebody sitting in our audience tonight. Now, I can give you a few clues. He's male, he's married, he's in the army, he's with his lovely wife, Joan. He's got a double-barreled name. Yes, it's you, Keith Crossland Page. Could you and your wife, Joan, come down here, please? Keith Crossland Page and his wife. Please sit down. Have a sit down there. Sit in the light. Now, Keith, you thought you were coming to the studios tonight Just to see an ordinary TV show made, is that right?
I did, yeah.
You came at that party up there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, they were wrong, because we've arranged all that, especially to get you here. Now, I must tell you about your lovely wife, Joan, because your Joan wrote me this 12-page letter. And it's an absolutely lovely letter, Joan. In it, Joan wrote to me and said that, well, when you were 4 weeks old, you were adopted. Now, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, and in all those years, well, about 25 years, although you had the perfect upbringing, you've really yearned to find out who your parents were, haven't you? Yes. Yeah. Well, can I read you a bit from this letter, because it's absolutely smashing, from Joan. She says, "Oh, Cilla, if you could see his face when you reunite people on your show, he becomes very quiet and watches so intently. I feel so sad for him, but all I can do is give him a cuddle. And then I go into the kitchen and make a cup of tea so he doesn't see that I know how emotional he is." Well, Keith, we don't think that's anything to be ashamed of. We think you've got a lovely wife, and with the help of her, we took your story up.
Yes, and we know that you managed to get hold of your birth certificate and found out your mother's name and, in fact, where she lived, which was Royston Avenue in Southend. But when you started to make inquiries, sadly, you were posted abroad.
Yes, and it was while you were posted abroad, you made friends with your next-door neighbour, Joan, Mandy, and it just so happened that out of the conversation one day, Mandy told you about Southend.
Yeah, it just came out at blue.
And you found out that, in fact, not only did Mandy know where the street was, but she knew someone who lived in the street.
Yeah, she lived... the number I said was 88, and she went, "Oh, crikey, my neighbour lives at 87.
Yeah. So your parents, by then, were living in 88 Royston Avenue. Yeah. Yes, number 88, the magic number.
By the time you got there, in fact, your parents had left 2 weeks beforehand, so once again you were up a dead end.
Yes. But your mum had some terrific neighbours in Royston Avenue, because one of them discovered where your parents are now living. And indeed, you discovered shortly after that you had a family that you didn't even realise you had, didn't you? That was your brother and your sister. Well, you've been reunited with them a couple of months back now, haven't you? Well, they've come along to say hello to you tonight. It's your Stephen and your Julie. Come in, Stephen. Come in, Julie. But the sad thing was, your mum and dad had emigrated to New Zealand, hadn't they? But you have written to them, haven't you?
Yes, many letters.
Many letters have gone backwards and forwards. Yeah. And your mum actually wrote to you and said that really she missed you dearly. And it was through unforeseen circumstances that her and her dad had to have you adopted when you were 4 weeks old. And really, she never ever forgot you, you know. No, she even kept a photograph that was taken of you when you were just a little baby. And if you look over there, you can see it now. What a lovely baby. And she even kept the little name tag that, you know, when you're born, they put a little name tag on your wrist. She's even got that as well. Well, all you want to do now, I'm sure, Stephen, is want to say hello to the mum and dad you've never ever met. Well, you can do. Here they are. Stephen, say hello to your mum, your dad, and your brother Ian, who you've never ever met. Come in, family. That's absolutely great. Please, all have a sit down. You know, I don't think there's anything to add to that except look at that. What do you think of your bouncer, your eldest boy, Mother?
It's beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. And what a beautiful end to a beautiful story. See you all next week. Right,